behalf of Franklin Technology Center and Joplin Schools, Joplin High School, and the City of Joplin, I want to welcome you to the event today. This is the beginning of Career and Technical Education Month. Years ago, they used to celebrate a Career and Technical Education Week. Over the years, that's changed, and now we celebrate a whole month, and we have a lot of things to celebrate this month. This goes back a long way for me. Many years ago, 30-plus years, I won't go beyond that, but I was sitting in your seats, and Career and Technical Education Week was something that was very important to us then, and still is today. This year's theme is recognizing innovators in the classroom. And, what a great time for that to be a theme as we come into the new facility, new equipment, new directions that we're doing, and a new relationship, an even stronger relationship with Joplin High School. So we're glad to have everybody here. We have several distinguished guests, students representing, and I'll go over these organizations a little bit because we've been in this long enough that I get pretty used to the acronyms. But we have students from 5 different career and technical student organizations. And the technical student organizations are considered co-curricular to your program of study, whether you're a marketing student, a business student, an automotive student, an ag student. It's a part of your program at work. Besides the instruction you get in the classroom, we used to say the student organization kind of made up, you kind of have a 3-legged stool. You've got the classroom, your student organization, and then the activities that you do related to the work world. And so we're glad to have you here representing those. The students that are members of Deca, how many of you know what Deca stands for? Okay.
Distributive Educational Clubs of America.
Distributive Education Clubs of America. Many years ago, they changed to marketing education, so I was curious whether that had stuck around. A lot of times when you see DECA, they'll describe it as it's an association for marketing students. But back in the day when I was a DECA member, it was Distributive Education Clubs of America is what it stood for. FBLA.
Future Business Leaders of America.
Future Business Leaders of America. Didn't know there was going to be a quiz today. FFA. Okay. That's everywhere, all right.
Future Farmers of America.
Okay. And that's kind of changed over time. We've always titled our program Natural Resources Technology, but food, fiber, and natural resources is a big part of it. It's not all about farming anymore. And years ago, that was a lot of, going through, today we're talking a little bit of history, so I'm giving you a little history. 4-H and FFA have been closely tied over the years. And 4-H was developed because at the time the farmers that had been at it for a long time, they were willing to change. And they said, young people are willing to make those changes. So 4-H was developed to make innovations on the farm. And as we're talking about innovations in the classroom this month, I think that's kind of interesting. And there's been a very close tie between 4-H and FFA over the years. Some of you may have been 4-H members before you got on into FFA if you live in an area where you have a chapter. TSA.
Technology Student Association.
Technology Student Association. Years ago when we were in, my age group was in high school industrial arts shop class. Over time that's changed to industrial technology, and the organization that goes with it is Technology Student Association. Also involved in those programs, we have things like Project Lead the Way that tap into those programs as well, and instructors are involved in that. So we've seen that evolve over time. Skillsusa. Okay?
No, it's just Skillsusa.
Yeah, you know what?
It used to be Deca.
Deca, very good. Vocational Industrial Clubs of America years ago. When I was in high school, that's what it was. Skillsusa, Champions of Work, and they dropped the Champions of Workers. It's still on there. And it's for the students that are involved, especially in the trade and industry programs. And, and I know this month, as well as the things we're celebrating, the proclamations today, our dedication later this month. Yeah, one more? Okay. And
FCC.
There you go. FCCLA. I don't want to forget that. Yeah.
Family, Career, Community Leaders of America.
Okay, very good. And back in the day, what we call it then? FHA.
Yeah.
Future Homemakers of America.
Yeah.
And I would be in trouble because my wife was the FCCLA advisor, and of all the ones that I saved for last. But anyway, we're proud to have all the organizations represented today, and as we look at Franklin Technology Center, depending on the historical documents you look at, we've kind of used 1937 as when we started, but we've also seen things that have some of our programs beginning 10 years prior to that. So somewhere on my computer I've got a document in 1948, Franklin Technology Center was running 6.5 days a week, 24-hour shifts, going all around the clock. And that was from war production things at the end. We were training a lot of machinists, a lot of manufacturing labor at that time. So, today's a lot about history and also looking forward. So, without further ado, I want to introduce our special guest this morning. We have today with us Mayor Mike Seibert. He's here to present proclamations not only for Career and Technical Education Month, but then to some of the organizations as well. So, Mayor.
Well, on behalf of Joplin City Council, it's really an honor to be here today. And with me this morning is Mike Woolston. Mike's on council with me, and Mike is former mayor, and would encourage you at some point after we're done to go up and talk to Mike. Mike was the mayor during the tornado, and he's got a tremendous amount of insight and perspective on things. So I would encourage you to have a conversation with Mike. And when I'm on this campus, I never miss the opportunity to tell you I graduated from Parkwood in 1976. Mike Woolston graduated from Parkwood in 1971, and I do that because of my dear friend Annie Sharp, who also graduated from a school in Joplin. I don't remember the other high school, but anyway, there's a lot of pride and a lot of passion for high school here in Joplin, and I just want to let you know that I am a proud love of Joplin, and always honored to come here and participate in anything I can. So,
Memorial Eagle.
Pardon me?
Memorial Eagles.
Memorial.
That was an eagle. That's where we got the eagle.
Okay, guys, after 35 years, she and I can still go at each other. Anyway, I've got a number of proclamations, and I think before I read them, I'm going to have the different groups come up, and this is the proclamation for Deca. So those in Deca, if they'll come up. All right, this says, whereas February 2015 has been designated as Career and Technical Education Month and Deca Month, and whereas Career and Technical Education provides students with an opportunity to see how classroom instruction connects to the world of work and the future career opportunities, and is the backbone of a strong, well-educated workforce. Whereas CTE courses offer students lifelong opportunities to learn new skills which provide them with career choices and perspective and success. And whereas the ever-increasing cooperative efforts of career and technical educators, business and industry stimulated the growth and vitality of the economy by preparing high school graduates through competency-based instruction for careers culminating in essential life skills, certified occupational skills, and meaningful employment. So now, therefore, I, Mike Seibert, Mayor of the City of Joplin, on behalf of the City Council, do hereby proclaim February 2015 as Career and Technical Education Month and Deca Month in the City of Joplin, and urge our citizens to support the vocational education programs in our school system and the participation of students in these organizations. So, congratulations, guys. Next, I think if you guys would just stand up, FFA, just stand up, turn around. I think we're back up a little bit. I think we've got this one nailed. All right. Here we go. FFA. Whereas FFA and agricultural education provides a strong foundation for our youth of America and the future of the food, fiber, and natural resource systems, and whereas FFA promotes premier leadership, personal growth, and career success among its members, whereas agricultural education and FFA ensures a steady supply of young professionals to meet the growing needs of science, business, technology of agriculture, and whereas the FFA motto, you guys know what this is? FFA motto? Okay. Learning to do, doing to learn, living to live, living to serve, gives direction to the purpose of students who will take an active role in succeeding in agricultural education. And whereas FFA promotes citizenship, volunteerism, patriotism, and cooperation. Now, therefore, I, Mike Seibert, Mayor of the City of Joplin, and on behalf of the City Council, do hereby proclaim February 21st through 28th, 2015 as National FFA Week in the City of Joplin, and encourage all students to join in supporting and recognizing the importance of agriculture education in our community. Congratulations. TSA. Of course, I automatically thought about airports, but then wow, we're starting to cultivate those folks early. But then I was informed that was a problem. TSA, the Technology Student Association, is a non-profit educational organization whose first chapter was chartered in 1978. And whereas TSA is a national organization of over 200,000 middle and high school students who are engaged in leadership activities and opportunities in science, technology, in engineering, and mathematics. Whereas members perform community service activities and strive to build a student's understanding of the realities of our modern world. And whereas TSA teaches skills to middle school and high school students to become technologically literate citizens through the integration of STEM. What's STEM? There we go, STEM. Whereas the ever-increasing cooperative efforts of career and technical educators, businesses, and industries stimulates the growth and vitality of our city, state, and country by preparing high school graduates through competency-based instruction and for careers culminating in essential life skills, certified occupation skills, and meaningful employment. Now, therefore, I, Mike Seibert, Mayor of the City of Joplin, on behalf of the Joplin City Council, do hereby proclaim February 9th through the 13th, 2015, as TSA Week in the City of Joplin, and encourage our citizens to give help and encouragement to the members who are working hard to achieve the goals that will make them outstanding, skilled workers in our community. Congratulations. And this is Skillsusa. Whereas Skillsusa is a national organization for students preparing for technical, skilled, and service occupation and helps its members become world-class workers and responsible Americans. And whereas careers in technical education gives high school students experience in practical, meaningful applications of basic skills such as reading, writing, mathematics, thus improving the quality of their education, motivating at-risk students, and giving all student leadership opportunities in their fields and in their communities. And whereas career and technical education provides students with a school-to-career connection and is the backbone of a strong, well-educated workforce which fosters productivity in business and industry and contributes to our leadership in the national and international marketplace. And whereas Skillsusa is preparing more than 305,000 students to be high-performance workers. Now, therefore, I, Mike Seibert, Mayor of the City of Joplin, and on behalf of the Joplin City Council, do proclaim February 8th through the 14th, 2015, as National Skills USA in the City of Joplin, and encourage our citizens to give help and encouragement to the members who are working hard to achieve the goals that will make them outstanding, skilled workers in our community. Thanks, folks. Future Business Leaders of America is a nonprofit educational organization whose first chapter was established in Johnson City, Tennessee in 1942. Just checking. FBLA is a professional business organization dedicated to bringing business and education together in a positive working relationship through interactive leadership and career development programs. Whereas members perform community service activities and strive to build a student's understanding of the realities of the modern business world. And whereas FBLA teaches middle school and high school college students business and leadership principles and assists in the transition from school to work. Now, therefore, I, Mike Seibert, Mayor of the City of Joplin, on behalf of the Joplin City Council, do proclaim February 9th through the 13th, 2015, as FBLA Week at Joplin High School. Congratulations. Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. Whereas Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America helps youth assume the roles in society through family and consumer science education in areas of personal growth, family life, vocational preparation, and community involvement. And whereas the organization extends the classroom learning through chapter projects that develop leadership and initiatives and helps young men and women learn how to plan, make decisions, and evaluate programs of action as they work with their youth and adults in their school and in their community. And whereas Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America offers members an opportunity to work together for common purposes, for the improvement of themselves, their families, and their communities. Whereas the theme of the FCCLA Week is, together we are, that's all it says. So I don't know if there was more, but it says together we are. Therefore, I, Mike Seibert, Mayor of the City of Joplin, and on behalf of the Joplin City Council, we do proclaim February 8th through the 14th, 2015 as National FCCLA Week in the City of Joplin, and encourage our citizens to support these young men and women who are working to achieve knowledge and experience that will help prepare them for future responsibilities as active and concerned adult members of our society. Thank you very much. That's it. No, I'm about out. So
Appreciate you
oh,
taking the time.
my pleasure.
We'll give you one of our big banners.
Great. Thank you very much. And I would also, like I said, I'd encourage you guys, after we're done here, if you want to have a conversation with myself or Mike Wilson, we'll be around here. So congratulations, everybody, and have a great day. Appreciate you.
Just in closing, I want to tell you that I'm an alumni of Joplin school system. It was an awesome school, Memorial Eagles. 35 years ago. So, and I also was a member of Franklin Technology student as a student, and Deca back then in those days. So it's been around a long time. I'm truly thankful that we can take a month set aside and recognize those organizations. Many people have come to these programs, many people out there are successful working as adults in the areas that they get their training in. I myself went through the classes here, took the training, and worked many years in the industry doing that. Met my wife here, she's doing what she took her training for. Both my children went through Franklin Tech, they're both in the training they got their training in. So everyone's successful and doing good. So we've got a great future ahead of you. We encourage you to stay with your education and further